Hey guys, I hope you're doing well and I hope that I'm speaking loud enough. I am at the beach in Spain right now because I'm on holidays and this is where I come from. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. 1 second. So this is the beach and I'm telling you, Spanish young people are freaking beautiful. Literally, like the girls, the boys, they're all really fit. They have beautiful tan bodies and they're just very gorgeous. And so very often it happened to me like many times before, but this year again, because I thought like, oh, I'm so confident, and I really am very confident myself. But the moment I came here and I went outside, I just realized like I still do sometimes struggle with my body image, especially when I'm comparing myself to people that just kind of like look the way the beauty ideal is like, or what I see as a beauty ideal. And so I feel like this guy's taking a well, anyway, I hate talking to the camera when people are around me. So there was this guy, I saw his shadow behind me. I thought he was taking a photo of me, but that was not true. Also, I hope you can understand me despite the loud waves. Okay, so I came here and I just noticed like, oh shit, my body image, because I like so many of those girls are super skinny but then have really nice like curves, and it's just really gorgeous. And I always catch myself, I'm like, girl, what the fuck? It really is not worth it trying to compare myself, because in the end I have my genetics. And for example, me, I come very much more after my mom's side than my dad's side, because my dad's side is very skinny, and my mom's side, they're built really strongly, I would describe it, because we're not fat, but we're just, like built big, I would say. So we have broad shoulders, broad hips, just everything really broad and like fleshy, which is fine. It's just the way we are. And the good thing is we build muscle really easily. We're just very strong, I would say. And so that has very many advantages, especially thinking back to evolution. Nowadays, we're thinking more about the aesthetic side of bodies instead of thinking of the biological side. And so, I don't know, like just try to remember that everyone has a different background, and it's not all to do with eating either. Like a lot of it is just genetics. And so, especially if you are like your family body-wise, just be proud and be like, yes, this is my genetic background and I should be proud of it, and not hate myself because I don't look like other people with other genetics, because that's impossible. You also won't have the same nose, mouth, whatever. So why hate on your bodies or other whatever? It's just not worth it. And so then the second thing is, that I eat a lot of chocolate, and people constantly make me feel bad about it. Not in a conscious way, but like a lot of people are always talking shit about chocolate or sweets or whatever, which I now learn to just eat guilt-free, which is so much better, because I don't have any binges, because I just eat whatever I want and I stop when I'm full and stuff like that. And so sometimes I still catch myself like thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't, just because, not because of like losing weight or anything, but because people keep talking about like how bad chocolate is for you, and I'm like kind of subconsciously listening to them. So I also always have to remind myself like, this is not worth it. I've learned that not doing that, like not feeling guilty about foods, is the best way to handle anything and the healthiest way. So why would I now listen to that person talking crap about chocolate? So, those are two things that will, it's just, the problem is if people wouldn't talk about it, I wouldn't really notice it, especially the food thing. Like I wouldn't feel guilty about food, but because there's constant talk about like how bad this and that is for you and how blah blah blah, that in the end and usually sometimes I do have some guilt, but usually I don't care. But because it's constantly coming here, I also have to constantly push those thoughts away. And it's the same with body image, like prettiness and everything is praised so much that constantly I have to remind myself that it's not the most important thing. And I was always like, you know what, as soon as I have a partner, I'm gonna be so confident in my body because like I have someone who loves and accepts me. And now I catch myself sometimes thinking like, what if my partner like sees this and that girl and then he compares me to her. But then again, I have to think like my partner, he's very very skinny, which is not the ideal for guys. Like the ideal is built more athletic than him. And so I also have to think like I love him the way he is, and even though he's not the ideal, I don't care about it because I love him as a person, not for his body. So even if there's boys that I find more handsome than him, in the end I will always prefer him. And that's something, yeah, that I just need to remind myself of, those things like regarding body image and eating. So yeah, wishing you all the best.